Good day, Delaware National Guard, and welcome to the May 2015 edition of the DNG News. Coming up in this month's edition, Honorary Commanders, military kids deploy, takeoffs and graduations, and a cyclone hits Delaware.
Last month, the Army and Air National Guard inducted 10 Honorary Commanders. The Honorary Commander program was designed to help key commanders in the Delaware Guard educate members of the community about the capabilities of the Guard as a whole and the mission of the unit which they command. The goal of the program is to give the designated individuals a unique look at the Guard, its people, and its programs. They're encouraged to attend the various events the Guard sponsors or participates in. While the National Guard inducts the individuals and provides them an inside look on the organization, unit commanders, soldiers, and airmen also have the opportunity to better understand their community. Congratulations to all our new Honorary Commanders.
April is the month of the military child, and like we do every year, we celebrated our military children at the annual Children's Spring Party. This year, children got to go through a mock mobilization line, ID and dog tag stations, and conduct uniform and duffel bag packing relay races. To top it off, there were pony rides. If that wasn't enough, the weather was absolutely perfect, making this the best kids' party ever.
A lot of little cuties there. Not only was the weather perfect for the kids' party, it was also perfect for the Air Guard to have a 6-ship takeoff the following day. A quiet came over the base, and simultaneously, 24 props of 6 C-130 airships enveloped the silence in an impressive show of force. This was the first time in over a decade that 6 mighty ships flew out together from our Delaware Air National Guard base. Once in the air, the fleet conducted a 3-hour training mission that took them over Delaware, western PA, eastern Maryland, over the Atlantic Ocean on the Jersey coast, and back to the base.
While 6 C-130s were busy taking off, so were the degrees of the Delaware Leadership Academy's 11 graduates. The DLA is a partnership between the Delaware National Guard and Wilmington University. It teaches about the joint environment and provides a strategic view of how other services operate. Upon completion of the 6 modules, students have 18 credit hours to use towards a master's degree of science in Homeland Security or in management with a concentration in military leadership. Congratulations, graduates.
Before we hear from our Adjutant General with this month's Frankly Speaking, we must first bid adieu to Chief Master Sergeant Frank Knotts. Chief Knotts attended his final drill in April after 38 years of faithful service. And now, here's Major General Vavla with this month's Frankly Speaking.
I want to talk to you about some of the changes that have occurred within our Chaplain Corps here in our Delaware National Guard family. If you haven't heard, Chaplain Colonel Ed Brandt is busy on a 2-year tour as the staff chaplain at the National Guard Bureau. Because of this, there have been some changes to our chaplaincy corps here in Delaware. Chaplain Lieutenant Colonel John Mink of the 166th Airlift Wing is our new state chaplain, serving on my special staff. He provided religious support to the Joint Force Headquarters and oversees the provisions of religious support for the entire Delaware National Guard. Chaplain Major Jeff Taylor is the full-time support chaplain. In his position, he provides pastoral care and support to all service members, retired service members, and their families. He also works closely with our community partners and assists with Yellow Ribbon, Strong Bonds, and our ASSIST program. Chaplain Susanna Tulloch is the full-time chaplain for the 166th Airlift Wing. Her roles and responsibilities include pastoral care and counseling, advisement to leadership, readiness and deployment support, and crisis intervention. Our Chaplain Corps, both Army and Air, are a valuable resource available to all our soldiers and airmen on a 24/7 basis. Wendy, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Last month's drill weekend had soldiers and airmen busy between multiple locations, working together as a team to accomplish a mission. Take a look at Staff Sergeant Nathan Bright's story on how the 2 services came together when the state needed them.
There's a back wall there, so once we're gonna have
The cyclone hit, devastating the area, quickly overwhelming local civilians. The Guard has been activated to serve the state, rescuing citizens from the debris, providing medical care, and evacuating them out of the disaster zone. Engineers, nurses, medics, aviation, trucks, manpower, command and control, all are brought to bear when the Guard responds to emergencies. A UH-60 Blackhawk from the 126th Medical Company Air Ambulance flies in to medevac the critical patients out. All of this and more is part of Operation Cyclone, a 2-day exercise during April's unit training assembly. Designed to test and train the Delaware National Guard unit's ability to respond, the event had plenty of moving parts. At the Newcastle Air National Guard base, the 166th Medical Group has set up an en route patient staging system, or ERPS. Today, it is staffed by nurses and technicians from the Air Guard unit and the Delaware Army National Guard's medical detachment. Teams of Army and Air medics will get practice with engine-running offloads of the chopper. They bring patients into the ERPS and work as teams to assess, stabilize, and treat the wounded.
Training would include how to respond in a real wartime or peacetime scenario, how to build a tent, to populate a tent, be familiar with the equipment that would come in a package like this. We also did a lot of triage, identifying needs of the patient along with paperwork.
We were here to get some actual training with our Air Force personnel, actually work on patients, actually see how they interact in their ERP system and how they run their business.
While their patients are getting ready for movement to a hospital outside the disaster zone, the 142nd Aeromedical Evacuation Squadron preps their C-130. The transport aircraft will serve as an ambulance and hospital room. It will also give the Med Group and Med Det Guardsmen experience in handing off patients.
And that was great training with the Army because that's something that they didn't have training in that they were able to receive from us.
Operation Cyclone came just in time for the summer hurricane season. It included setting up and running a joint reception, staging, integration, and onward movement station, as well as setting up and running a joint operations center. These are critical tasks the Delaware National Guard uses when responding to disasters either at home or in another state.
The mission is actually for emergency preparedness, so we're able to get out here with the civilian counterparts as well as our Air Force brethren, get in there, interact with each other, and learn some valuable missions on how to actually take care of patients in a disaster environment.
Bringing Army and Air together always provides great training for our Guardsmen.
Excellent training for us today. All my soldiers are fully engaged, enjoyed everything that we were doing today.
Before we go, make sure to not forget to register for the premier event of the year, the All Ranks Military Ball, on May 16th. It's once again at the Dover Downs Hotel and Casino. This year includes an extended social hour, photo booths, and dancing. RSVPs are due May 4th. We can't wait to see you there.
Well, that's all we have for this month. We'll see you at the ball.